Welcome to week 3 of the Spinner Rack, your weekly comic book reviews. Brought to you by ogenoDOTcom.
We've been invaded.
I'm Taylor.
Mark.
I'm Matt.
This is our guest reviewer for this week, our X-Men
Expert.
expert.
Ho ho ho. I'm Santa.
Moving on.
Okay, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in with us, and as a thank you, we would like to offer
A reminder.
A giveaway at 75 subscribers of graphic novel Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1 by J. Michael Straczynski and John Romita Jr. That is the first prize, and second place that will be drawn from a hat or random.org will be Amazing Spider-Man Director's Cut, which is really the free comic book day version, but it's the Director's Cut. First appearance of Jackpot.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with the reviews.
Okay.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Exciting. Okay. Secret Invasion is next week. Can you believe it's actually already here?
I really thought it was gonna be another month or so. It's amazing how time flies.
When you told me yesterday it's next week, I was
I know.
like, no way.
It's ridiculous.
I didn't believe you. Okay.
And we're already reading spoilers online.
I know.
We won't say anything, but
They're not true. They're not true.
we'll see.
Okay.
If they are, he's gonna be unhappy.
I'm quitting comics. I swear to God.
Oh, I almost said who it was.
Oh.
Okay, we're just going to start with last month's issue of Mighty Avengers 10, and then we are going to shift right into Mighty Avengers 11, because they really do take place through the same time frame. So, Mighty Avengers 10, what do you guys think?
It was cool. I liked the whole old school feel to it, the way it was colored, and that was basically the best part about the issue, I thought.
The story was okay. I mean, nothing very interesting happens, but I agree with Taylor. The pixelated art, the old-timey feel made it a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, just to remind everyone, Bendis is writing both Mighty Avengers and New Avengers. Bagley is drawing Mighty Avengers, and Miki, I don't really know how to say his name, but he did Ultimate Iron Man Volume 1. The artwork really was great on it. I happen to like it a lot. You didn't like the story?
Time travel and
I don't know.
This issue just sends home for me how much of a whiny bitch the Sentry is.
Wow, really?
Everyone says that he's just this crazed person with all these mental problems, but yeah, I agree with Taylor. He just whines and whines.
The void. He's coming to get me.
He's a weak excuse for a character.
Yes.
And anyone he ran into would have forgotten who he was, because Mastermind made everyone forget who he was. Then that leads right into...
Matt, just move over a little.
Move over
There
a little
we
bit.
go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, that leads right into Mighty Avengers 11, which takes place at the end of a surprise event at 10, where
Actually moments
almost
before
dies.
the end of issue 10. It
moments
takes place.
before, it does.
And I didn't realize this until I got to the end of the book.
That was my huge problem with number 11, is the fact that a lot of the issue takes place as a flashback, and you don't realize it until about 3 pages before the end. It's fairly upsetting.
And there's one scene in particular where Doctor Doom has the Mighty Avengers captured, and he's talking to them and thinking things at the same time, and it goes from word bubble to thought bubble.
Which Bendis has done before, but this is just ludicrous in the amount that it's
completely
done.
Unnecessary.
Is he taking breaks between the thought bubble and telling them, and you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, is he saying these and pausing for a couple seconds?
It's basically just Doom monologuing like he usually does, but in his own head, which... Who cares?
Exactly,
it doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
There was one big shocker moment, I would say, in Mighty Avengers 11, where maybe a Mighty Avengers is a Skrull. Well, we already knew that, but maybe 2 are.
It's possible. But they've said there's going to be a Skrull in every major team, so everyone is a suspect.
So,
basically.
Mighty Avengers 10 and 11, I give it like a C+. I'd give it a C+.
Yeah, I'll give it a C. The book's really hit or miss with me.
Yeah.
Really hit or miss.
Just not even that big of a fan of this book, but I mean, story isn't terrible. I'd give it about a C.
Okay, cool. Jumping right into Miss Marvel, right out of Mighty Avengers. This is a standalone issue, pretty much. It's a Secret Invasion tie-in, and it starts off in the past, where Marvel and Carol Danvers find a spaceship in the middle of nowhere. It's actually right by, like, a space shuttle launch. Anyway, it turns out that it's a Skrull invasion ship. That's really not a big surprise, but throughout the issue, a Skrull is taking place of different people and captures a couple people. Not going to say who. But the issue ends with one big reveal. William, Miss Marvel's boyfriend, not who he appears. Is he a Skrull or somebody else?
Pick up the book.
Pick up
It's the
the
only way to
book.
find out.
I give this a B+. I liked it a lot because we even see another super something.
Another super
A super something.
But
I think they got it.
one of the cool things in it in the flashback scenes, it's who's the artist in the flashback scenes?
The artist in the flashback scenes is Ron Friends.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
Ron Friends, you got that, man?
Got it. Ron Friends.
Okay, Ron
Okay.
Friends. Alright, now I'm just going to go through my little theory real quick of everything that Brian Reed is writing. Everyone that Brian Reed has wrote in the past 3 years, which is Spider-Woman, Miss Marvel, and Captain Marvel, are all Skrulls.
I think it would be a cop-out to have Captain Marvel be a Skrull. I mean, why even bother bringing him back just to piss everyone off?
That's true.
Well, are you reading Captain Marvel?
I've been skimming the issues.
You've been skimming the issues? Well, I'm pretty sure he's a Skrull.
but just like
that would
thi-
be
just
too
like
obvious.
this, showing it on the cover, it's way too obvious.
Is Hawkeye a Skrull?
We don't know.
Which Hawkeye? Do you mean Ronin or do you mean Hawkeye?
Hawkeye.
Well, the same person.
No, they're not.
No,
Hawkeye
they're not.
is
Clint-
a woman.
Oh, the
A
new
child.
Hawkeye. The new Hawkeye. Young Avengers Hawkeye. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean Clint Barton.
Clint Barton, yes, that's
Clint
who I
Barton. Is
meant.
Clint Barton
the
a Skrull?
Hawkeye.
I again, that's another thing that I don't believe is true because if he was a Skrull, that's so obvious that why bother?
Why bring him back?
Why bother?
Read New Avengers. Getting right into it. Who is a Skrull? Mighty Avengers. What do you guys think? Another Secret Invasion tie-in.
Well, in this issue, this issue basically revolves around Echo, and
Who's
the
not too interesting of a character,
No.
but it works. I think
Yeah.
it works.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's
But
cool to
isn't
look
she
at.
deaf? Isn't she deaf?
Yeah, she's deaf.
But
yeah,
she still hears Wolverine.
but she
speak.
can read people's lips.
Okay.
Right.
Which doesn't make entirely too much sense because there's a lot of times where she's not even looking at the character.
Yeah, she'd
and
be
then
looking down, her eyes are closed
Yeah.
or something.
Didn't really make sense. Okay.
I don't know, but the whole issue revolves around Echo over a very short period of time, and basically she confronts a
friend?
A past friend.
A
a
past friend.
yeah, who
Isn't really a past friend.
yeah. There's some cool conflicts in this. Wolverine guest stars in it.
It's a little. The confrontation's a little bit hard to read. You may have to read it once or twice, but it's still really cool.
Yeah, there's definitely implications in it that aren't settled within this issue about who the person is, how long they've been a Skrull.
There's a lot of story, there's a lot of action, and there's even a little bit of love at the end. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good issue.
There's a really good scene between Hawkeye, Clint,
Ronin, Clint.
and Echo. That's really good. It was my favorite part of the book. It was a nice way to end the issue.
My opinion, I did not like the artwork at all. The storyline was great. I don't like Mac's artwork at all.
Well, see, I agree with you. I don't think his artwork is the best all the time, but his layouts are incredible.
His layouts are
Like,
good.
the panels
I don't-
and the way that they fall into place.
The
Sometimes they look like
backgrounds are-
dominoes.
The backgrounds are
amazing.
terrible. Look at the back. Just look at the character detail. The only thing that's good is Echo's eyes. Is the only thing that's good. And at the end, there is another implication if someone is a Skrull.
Wait, how? I didn't read into that at all.
I didn't see that
You didn't
either.
read that
I didn't
into
see
it at
that
all?
either.
It's just ending the way this book started.
Look at his face.
Yeah,
That may also just be the artist.
that's just him.
Or
Basically.
it could be that he's a Skrull. My opinion,
It could be.
the last person on the page of New Avengers 39 is a Skrull.
Maybe you're a Skrull.
Maybe I am. Maybe I just want everyone to be a Skrull.
I think Mark's a Skrull.
Okay, I'm just gonna go shoot into a real quick speed round for Daredevil. Wrap up the first 10-minute segment. Now Daredevil 106. Brubaker and guest artist Azaketa. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, but this is taking place right after the Mr. Fear arc, which we will be reviewing the arc sometime in the next couple of days, along with Countdown Presents. But the book, nothing really special. It takes place a month after Daredevil 105. Tells you a little bit about Milla and what's happening with her state. Matt Murdock has pretty much gone rogue. He's gone insane, and he is beating the crap out of some of the villains, just tearing them apart, putting them in hospitals, and the book focuses around the narrative of Ben Urich from Frontline newspaper,
Yeah.
and Dakota. So check out this book if you have any interest in what's going to happen with Milla or Matt's mental state. Otherwise, you can really just jump onto the next issue, Daredevil 107, which is the beginning of the next arc. My review of this, I'd say, I don't know, a C. And I'm a Daredevil fan. Love Daredevil, of what Brubaker did with the series. Alright, just stay tuned for part 2.